welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. 2 months, 3 months. We might be going on, well, I might be. We, because you guys come here and watch this stuff, so it'd be like we. Anyway, so it's been like 3 months since I've done a video, and I'm not okay with that. Like, I wanted to be doing videos, but makeup literally made me want to puke. Yeah. Like, the thought, the smell, the thought of putting it on my face, like, touching it, just made me want to puke. And that's because I'm expecting. So I am pregnant. Super excited. I'm due in September, and I have 2 girls now, and I'm having a boy. So we're super excited. We're over the moon about it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. When I am pregnant, weird things happen to my body, and I have like no explanation for it. So I thought I would come on and finally, thankfully it didn't last. Like, I'll get more into that, or I'll get into that more. I can't talk either. I'll get into that more as the video goes on. I just wanted to do like a get ready with me, kind of talk about some things, and yeah, just make it super chill. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and start doing my face. I've been doing really light makeup, trying to get back into doing my makeup because I haven't done it for so long, just because it did make me feel so like yucky. I don't know. It's weird, people. It's so weird. Like, my first pregnancy, I don't know. Like, I'm just putting on primer, and I always use the Timeless Smoothing Primer by Tarte, right? Yeah, by Tarte. Sometimes I get my Tarte and my Too Faced stuff mixed up. It's by Tarte. I love it. Definitely get it when it's on sale, because it's super pricey. So if you can get it on sale when Tarte has their like special sales or money off or whatever, that's when I buy that. It's been the best primer that I've used. So, oh gosh, I literally knock everything over. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, so I don't know what it is, but like my first pregnancy, I remember things making me like nauseous. You know, like different, like pizza would make me nauseous, and like tacos would make me nauseous. I didn't throw up too much, just if I smelled like certain things, but I don't remember things like bothering me. Oh boy, let me tell you, in my second pregnancy, oh my gosh. Excuse me. I don't know what happened to my body during my second pregnancy, but my body literally went like out of control. Like, I don't even know. It was really weird. Like, I had bought linen pants to wear for work. Like, even the thought now, like, I love the look of linen pants. I love the thought of linen pants. When I was pregnant with my second child, and I'm just using the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done for my foundation, and I usually mix the light and the medium light together. And then I'm just taking my sponge, I'm just gonna dab that around. So anyway, linen pants. Like, I had bought some for work and was like, oh, these will be great, whatever. You know, they'll be good. I'm gonna, you know, gain some weight, so they're stretchy, this, that, and the other. Oh my gosh, like, I couldn't even stand the thought of, like, putting them on, like, after I was pregnant. It was like the thought of putting them on made me nauseous. The thought of, like, touching them, the material itself, made me nauseous. Like, I couldn't even bring myself to, like, literally to touch them. Like, I was like, what the heck? Like, I've never had such a weird thing to have, like, such a, I don't know what you call it. Like, is that an irritation or like a reaction to something like that? And I'm like, gosh, I don't even like want to put these on. So like, I couldn't wear these linen pants that I had bought for work because they just made me want to puke. Like, that's it. They just made the thought of touching them, wearing them, anything being near them just made me want to puke. And I was like, okay, this is weird, whatever. Well, then it started that my Alex Anani bracelets, like my dangly bracelets, like I'm okay with it now. Like I can put them on and I can get through it, but even now still the thought is kind of like nauseating. But then when I was pregnant, I was like, oh my gosh, like the thought of them being on my arm and dangling and clanking would make me like want to run to the bathroom and puke. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like pants, like the texture, the thought of like the bangles, like the bracelets jingling together, like that made me want to puke. But makeup during my second pregnancy, ooh, I couldn't put anything on my face. Nothing, literally nothing on my face because it was just nauseating. Like I would literally just want to like toss my cookies. It was terrible. I was like, I don't even understand this. I couldn't wear makeup for probably a couple months until after I had the baby. Like this went from my whole like first trimester all the way through. Like I could not wear any makeup while I was pregnant during my second pregnancy. It was crazy. I was like, I don't even understand, but it is what it is. I think those were the three main things that really bothered me during my second pregnancy. So this time around, I wasn't as nauseous. Like with my second one, I was nauseous all day long. Like it didn't matter what I did, and I feel like that went until I was like 16 weeks pregnant. Like I was nauseous all day long from morning until night. It didn't matter. I just remember going to work all day and trying to get through my day, and then I would like come home and just curl up on the couch and just be like dying, you know. And everybody's like, oh, you know, I wish I was just nauseous. Like I throw up all the time. And it's like, okay, it's all relative. Like for me, I wish I would have thrown up because I felt like if I would just throw up, like I'd have some relief from that nausea, and I never got it until after 16 weeks. And then I got better, but I still couldn't wear the linen pants, couldn't wear the bracelets, couldn't wear makeup. Like that stuff bothered me all through the pregnancy. I did break out really bad, and you can see here like all this hormonal acne. Like, and it's always on my neck. And with my second pregnancy, it was from my neck down. It was way worse. Like, this is irritating to me because I usually don't break out. But my second pregnancy was awful. Like, it was gross. Like, it was all over my neck. It was terrible. And that was a girl, so I don't know if that had something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe this one being a boy, maybe that's the difference there. Like I said, I was nauseous, but I would get like a reprieve from it. So I'd have like days, and then I'd have bad days, and then I'd have like super shitty days where I was like curled up on the couch, couldn't move, my head hurt, I was nauseous, like I was just like, oh, whatever. Like, and then I would thankfully get a break from that. So I was super thankful for any kind of reprieve in the nausea this time around. So anyway, it's taken me a bit. I still had like the nauseous thing of being like, oh, I want to do makeup, you know, I'm in my first trimester, like I want to keep getting videos out, and I just couldn't do it. Like I wasn't even like looking at makeup online to try to get myself back into like wanting to do my makeup. Nope, it just wasn't happening. I was just ready to yak, ready to just toss my cookies and be done with it. And I was like, okay, well, if I can avoid these things that really make me want to puke, maybe I'll feel a little better. So I've had to steer clear of makeup for the past couple months, which, you know, I didn't spend money, which that's the plus side of it. I wasn't spending any money on makeup, but you know, it's something I love to do. It's something I really enjoy, and I was like, gosh, I really want to get back into it. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. Just setting my concealer there. I don't know. So that's kind of been it. I don't know if I want to just hop off real quick and do my eyebrows. I don't know. I've been being really lazy with my brows. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do them really quick. Like, I just kind of comb through them, fill in like little spots, like little areas, and then I just brush through. And with this pregnancy, I've been super congested. So it really is true, people. Like, each pregnancy is definitely different. Yeah. Different things, different symptoms. You know, and I don't know if it's just, you know, boy versus girl or what. Like I said, I have 2 girls. And with the first one, I don't remember having all the stuff I had in my second one. You know, and they were both girls to compare, and they were just totally different pregnancies. Like, I even got carpal tunnel with my second pregnancy, like towards the end. Like, I couldn't stand, like, you know, I was at work and I had to write things with a pen, and I couldn't even stand, like, the feeling of it because my hands were so tingly from just, you know, the swelling in my wrists and everything, putting pressure on the nerve in my wrist. And that resolved probably a month or 2 after I had her, thank goodness. Because when you can't touch anything, like, I literally feel for people who have carpal tunnel on, like as a, you know, an everyday thing for them, because it's super frustrating. You know, like, if there's anything that's like textured and you touch it, because you are having that nerve pain, it just throws off that sensation. So whereas this would feel like normal and you'd be like, oh, it's just bumpy rubber, you know, whatever, you could deal with it. Not when you have carpal tunnel. It's like super noxious. It's obnoxious, but it's like a noxious feeling. So anyway, I've just been doing the basics here, just trying to get back into my makeup and feeling all right with it. And, you know, I am a little more aware of what I'm putting on my body because I am pregnant. Not that, like, when I'm not pregnant I don't care, but, you know, there's certain things like different sunscreens and stuff like that, different lotions and stuff that I'm not using. So that's that. Alright, so I've done that. I am super excited. So as I was trying to get back into makeup and I started feeling better and I started being able to, like, look at makeup online, I was super flipping excited because Sephora finally came out with their $100 coupon reward card. So if you trade in your points, I think you need like 2,500 points, and I've been super stingy with my points for, like, I think it took me like a year or 2 to get that many points. Like, not even kidding, like, I just wouldn't spend them, and I finally had enough. And for some reason I got on and was looking at their was it their rewards bazaar or whatever they call it, and I was so excited because I'd never seen it on there. It was always like, oh, the $100 coupon will be available, and every time I'd go on it was gone. And I freaking went on one day and I, like, lost my shit because I could get the coupon, and the Natasha Denona Biba palette was coming out, and I was like, oh, hells yeah. These freaking palettes are freaking expensive. Like, these are hella expensive. But I love Natasha Denona's palettes. I don't have all of them. A couple of them just didn't, like, strike my fancy. And then they had, like, not very good reviews. Like the Safari palette, just didn't get into it. I think it's the Lila palette, the one that's purple. But this one, for some reason, is what got me to get excited about makeup again, coming out of, like, my state of nausea with it. So I was super excited. I used my coupon, so I only paid $30 for this palette, and like I said, it's $129 regularly, so it was kind of like a win-win situation. I was like, yes, this is what's gonna get me back into makeup. So this is what I'm gonna use today. I have tried it, obviously. You can see the color Monroe and the Cocoa and Freckle and Tusk I have used. So far I've been liking it. If you are a Sephora member or whatever, I do suggest saving your points because it's totally worth it to get a $100 off coupon. I think Sephora is trying to step up their game a little bit because I think they're starting to realize that a lot of people go to Ulta because Ulta has such good rewards. So I'm just gonna go in with, actually, what am I gonna go in with? I don't do anything crazy. Just something light. I think I'll just go in with Freckle. just been doing super light, super casual makeup when I can, just to kind of get back into it. I'm just gonna put this here. And brush it across the whole upper eye. Blending it in. So I know it's kind of funny, like as I'm, you know, getting back into the makeup and I'm trying to watch, like even watching YouTube videos was like not on the list for me. Like I couldn't even. I was like, oh, I want to watch some makeup tutorials. Maybe if I get back into watching the people I watch, I'll be like magically brought out of this state of nausea with makeup, and I just could not. But I did realize as I was like scrolling through videos trying to like get into some of them, a lot of people are pregnant right now. Like, I don't know, 'tis the season maybe? So I'm just gonna dust that because I've already got this color out. And I usually smoke out that lower lash line, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now. So I will apologize now if you can hear my fan. I'm freaking hot. I'm pregnant, people. I'm hot all the time. I am now. That was another weird thing. Like when I went to the doctor and was like telling them, I'm like, I go through these periods where I'm like really hot and then I'll get like really cold, like I'm shivering, and for a minute I was like, oh my gosh, am I sick? Like, do I have the flu or something? Like it literally felt like chills. And then when I went, they were like, oh, that's just a fluctuation in your hormones. I'm like, I don't remember this with prior pregnancies either, but okay. So just roll with it. It's just so funny to me. Pregnancy's just funny. I'm gonna go in with Cocoa next. Ooh, this one right here. This is chocolatey brown. Oh, I didn't tell you what my other brush was. See, it's gonna take me a minute, guys, to get back into this. I used my E30 fluffy brush for the first color, and now I'm just gonna use my tapered brush from Morphe. I'm just gonna dab that on my outer corner and then brush that into the crease. Just to deepen that crease a bit. Eyes looking kind of patchy right there. I haven't had that problem with this palette yet. So I'm not gonna jump and say it's the palette. I notice my skin's super dry, like that's anything new, but this morning when I put my lotion on, it felt like it soaked right in. So I've been trying to use more of my coconut oil to replenish. So I think I'm gonna go in with Monroe. I'm gonna put that on with a brush. I just have this flat shader brush from Urban Decay. And put that all over my lid. Hey cat. Cat's like smacking my foot. Such a pretty color. You see that? And it's going on pretty well with the brush. See what it does with the finger. Put it up a little bit more with your finger. There's that. So I really like that palette. You know, that would be my suggestion. I know Sephora just had their VIB Rouge sale or whatever. Slightly irritated. I wasn't gonna order anything, and I was like, you know what? Let's order some things. 20% off. There's some things that I had been wanting to try for a while, like pre-pregnancy, that I hadn't bought or purchased, and I decided that I was going to, and kind of annoyed. It's such a big sale, but like I ordered my stuff last week and it's been almost a week and it still hasn't shipped. And now things are starting to say they're out of stock, so I'm gonna be really pissed if the stuff I ordered last week because their computer system didn't keep track of it, that they're gonna end up being like, oh, this is out of stock, this is out of stock, this is out of stock, and I'm gonna be really pissed. Because when I ordered it, it was in stock. So, just my little rant for a minute. But, I don't know. I'm excited to try a couple new things that, like I said, I've been wanting to try. You know, if you were interested in this palette, hopefully you were able to purchase it with that coupon. Because again, it's expensive, so I don't know. I'm just gonna go in with my Milk Makeup Kush mascara. You guys know me and my little minis. I love to try and test things, you know, with the mini products. So I find they last me a while, and they're not as expensive as the full size, because I'd be really annoyed, you know, to buy a full size and then be like, oh, I hate this, you know. So, you know, and I know you can return things, but it's just not, I don't know. I guess I return things if they're like defective, not just because I'm like, oh, I don't like it. I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you return it just because you don't like it? Like you're like, oh, I made a bad choice, so give me my money back? So just, I don't know, guys. I just, very light, simple makeup. It's taking me a while. I'm taking my time. I'm being, obviously I'm chit-chattering. Chit-chat, chit-chat. And then I'm going to take my butter bronzer. This just says bronzer 1D. I don't know. I think now they have different ones like deep and different color variations. But I've had this for a while. I'm just going to use this mirror. I do like the mirror in this palette as well. So, to add some color to the skin. And then to deepen that up a little bit, I do have my Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in Sunkissed. I'm just gonna smush down those bristles a little bit. My hair on my face. Purely just because I'm being lazy and didn't want to get up and get another brush. Can I say, people? It's so funny. So, I was gonna say the lighting on the monitor looks just a bit different. It's could just be the saturation of, you know, the settings on the monitor right now, because I haven't really messed with anything because I haven't been filming. So I hope this color combo, it looks good in my mirror. So I'm hoping that's what you guys are seeing at home. So I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Palette, and I'm just going to use the blush. I'm just going to dab a little bit. I'm not big on the mirror inside. It gets like super dirty and like, I don't know. I don't like the mirror inside. But I like the peach blush. Just adds a little flush of color to the cheeks. Good with that. And then for the highlight, I'm going to use the Ofra highlighter in Star Island. Super, super pretty. I believe I got this in a BoxyCharm box. So, let's open here. Super pretty. The Rodeo Drive is my favorite. It's more champagne-y gold, but I am super happy I got this one in that box. And then I think I'm just gonna go with an oldie but a goodie. My Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude, my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. Line my lips. Okay, so I had finished everything up and didn't realize that my camera had shut off. So I finished my lips. I just used the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Cheat Liner and then my Nude Kate lipstick. Focus that on the center of the lips. And then I just used my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray to set my face, and that's it. So, I don't know. So, as I was saying in my whole prior thing before it cut off is, I don't know, thanks for stopping by. I hope this wasn't too painful, getting back into the flow of things, and sometimes it's just a little awkward when you first sit down and start recording again. You just kind of, you're not in the flow of things. It's not like it's second nature because I haven't been doing it for a couple months. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just chit-chatting, trying to get back into it. I have some video ideas for some upcoming videos, so I hope you'll stay tuned to see what I upload. Please subscribe so you do know when I upload. I'm gonna try to do Wednesdays and Fridays for this whole month. So fingers crossed that it all works out, things go well. You know, things don't always go as planned, but that's what I'm gonna try for. So as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.